it stops working, you want to hold on to it because your name is on that pen. Same way, this movie, The Purge, The Anarchy, was released on 18th July, my birthday. And that's why I wanted to see this movie and have a sense of what it is. On another note, I really love this movie because I have seen the previews of the trailers and how things progress. It really intrigued me to watch this. And now what I'm going to conjure to all of you is the interesting things that happen in the movie. Initially when I came in, we had some general talks about the movie, how some people don't like it and why they don't like it, but I'm going to sell this movie to you. You're really going to like this, and at the end of this, you will go and watch it. That's my hope. So let's see how things go with it. This movie starts up by setting up a plot, and the plot is the term The Purge. What it is one day, that is 12 hours, a night rather, where you get to commit any kind of crime you want and not get prosecuted. Now this is very interesting because you can do any kind of crime, including murder, and still not be charged for it the next day. Why would somebody be actually willing to do something like this? This is a completely utopian concept. You would never ever think about doing something like that in real life, but the things, how everything is progressing, it may eventually, at some point of time, if people really start thinking about it, it may happen. Look at things that are happening today, like the economic downfalls, the haves and the have-nots, the rich and the poor, the wide disparity that we have. It's really difficult to control your emotions at most of the times. I've been going on Facebook and checking out people, and everybody on some day or the other always rants about and says how bad of a day they had because they were interacting with other people. And people even go out to say, glad I didn't kill somebody. There are comments like that have been put on Facebook. Many times we have seen that. This movie, what it starts by is putting up a storyline as to why this is important, and then it starts by saying that for this 12-hour period, there will be no access to emergency services like the police, like the fire brigade, and the ambulance. You are on your own. What you have the ability to do is to purge, that is, go out and kill somebody or protect yourself and be safe. This movie is having a lot of things going on, but the main idea is there are just 5 people around whom this whole thing rotates. The first character, actually there are 2 of them, it's a mother and a daughter. It's actually to be specified. It's actually a Hispanic mother and daughter who are working in a very low-end job. She is working as a server. She's having challenges with the employer, and they are trying to negotiate job increments and perhaps get more raise and things like that, but that's not happening. That's a problem in itself. We are showing that there is an economic problem going in that sector. That's one aspect of the movie. The second aspect is there's a man who has lost his son. And just because there was some person who was drunk, ran over, and because of some legal issues, he was able to get free from that. And he had this grudge and wanted to take revenge. That's the second plot of the movie going. And the third one is a couple who are going through a marital affair, whereby they're deciding to continue with it, to end it. That's their scenario. And what really happens is they get stuck in just 2 minutes before the purge. And now starts coming up the other characters. So it's really, the movie has built up the characters and the situations very well. Now they start showing the interaction between these characters as to how they're really going to work with each other. What they don't tell you till the very end, which is suspense, is the government itself is trying to do the purge. What they say is people are not purging enough and the government has to support them. by purging. And throughout the movie, there's a lot of bloodshed going on. That's the part you wouldn't like so much. But the fact is, if you look at everything around us that we're doing today is included in the movie. For example, the ceremonious introduction that we had, the same thing is also demonstrated in the movie, whereby everybody sings a song and says how this purge is very important, and they actually act it out and do that. The thing whereby the disparity between the rich and the poor, which exists even today, is also shown in the movie, and that also exists. So there are many things which are happening today which follows in this movie. The way it is it's very realistic to the point that it can actually be true. Now, I'm not going to spoil the movie by telling you the climax and the end. I would wait for you to go and watch it if you want to, and I highly recommend you do that. And having said that, I would want to give this movie a rating of 8 out of 10. And it's really fascinating. You will all enjoy it, and I wish that you definitely watch it. Thank you, everybody.